Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man, really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's not all doinks or bad. Off the right upright and through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. His drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Dropping back, it's Reik. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Lots of running room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On the option. Now the toss. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Owens. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Owens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Fields. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
He's got it for a big play. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes.
Wide open. Got some room under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over the Stallions. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Craver.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who can run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Reik. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Using his legs, it's Moss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this pro.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Reik. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Has to get there to move the sticks. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them. I got trust in them. And it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. In for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Turns it loose. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And is slips just inside that right upright. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Back to pass. Looking left. Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. He fires to the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Handoff to the single back. Got the 1st down and more.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Jet sweep to the receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Got it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. Going to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. We're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Reik. Oh, they're after him. Steps away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They want to run this quarterback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They'll run play action, using his feet to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Dropping back, it's Reik. Fires to the big fella.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Grab near the marker. It's Moss. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll take it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The play-action fake. Under fire. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
News, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Reik. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Second down, he'll throw it. He lets one fly deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Reik. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Pulls and fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Reik. He wants a big play here late. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure coming. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Aggies want to move quickly. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Bob. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team